Well, today is the day before Father's Day. So, happy Father's Day, dads. And one day soon, I hope that Kangapoda is on the gift list so that fathers everywhere can have comfortable feet under the covers. And it's about to get very wildly hot across the country. How hot? They're guesstimating that it's going to be 90 degrees plus in Maine. So it's going to be very hot. I know there's no global warming. Anyhow, everyone be safe, hydrate. Talk about a couple of things today. I'm going to start out, and you know I like to talk NBA, so I'm going to talk NBA for a couple of things. Then I'll get under the covers. But let me start with Luka Doncic. And listen, for those of you who have followed my videos, and soon I'm going to start to try to really get them out there. But the content's real good, and he was my MVP. I don't think there was any other player in the league that could have brought this team to where it is today. He really does it all. And they just won last night against the Celtics. So it's 3-1. Maybe they're going to just go back to Boston and be, demolished, and Kristaps Porzingis will come back and they'll have no answer and it'll be done. Maybe. But Luka was so maligned for his defense. Luka is a phenomenal player. And I'll tell you something, rebounding, defensive rebounding. There's offensive rebounding, there's defensive rebounding is a critical component of a good defense. And somehow that gets all dismissed. I got it. Luka might not be or as fleet of foot as others, and he can't jump out of the gym. And I got it. He had 2 stupid fouls within 50s. I understand. But think about what that man is doing. And by the way, the truth is he had some silly slap fouls for maybe, the 3rd and 4th foul. I don't remember exactly. But both 5 and 6 arguably weren't even fouls. And boy, everyone jumped out on his ass. Well, shame on you. I really don't know how much reverse racism comes into play on this thing, but you watch him. He deflects, he rebounds, he does all kinds of good things that are just because he's not an unbelievable on-ball perimeter defender. Yes, Jaylen Brown lowered his shoulder. By the way, Jason Tatum lowers his shoulder every single time. All right, I'm going to continue my NBA discussion under the covers, and then we're going to give a little bit of truth, justice, and the American way. All right, so I always have to remind, look, I'm under the covers. And look, it's just, right? It's draping the feet. It's not pressing against them. Now, I know it's hot as hell outside right now, and a lot of people could say, I don't need covers. Listen, covers, even at the equator, they use covers. Cover, whether it goes to the womb, and I'm being serious, whether it goes back to being the womb, covers are relaxing. They're good on the mind and the soul. And when you go into REM sleep, You don't control your temperature. And so covers become very important when you're in REM sleep. Okay. I'm going to go on a rant, an NBA rant in a little bit of a different direction. It looks like TNT is going to be outbid by the Peacock for NBA action, and Charles Barkley has been the loudest voice demeaning Discover and demeaning TNT, and there's okay. Charles, everything's gonna go on with or without you. That's the beauty. The sport is bigger. And the truth of the matter is, and this is my opinion, okay, but in this last bit, you've been out of control. It bothered the hell out of me when you were saying, I'll just take the money and go to Live Golf. Good, like you really know a thing about golf. It bothered the hell out of me recently when you said, oh, just go see the president. You know, it's just an honor. You're wrong. The real right call is you don't go visit with a fraudulent, scandalous felon who's destroying the nation. That's what champions do. They stand up. You would stand down, and you're sharing that message on your pulpit. Shame on you. The truth of the matter is, your show, while you've won all your Emmys and you praise each other, it's been a circus for a long time. I'm going to stay with you. And by the way, I think you can all be good guys. I got it. Except, Charles, you haven't improved your game in 20 years. You still can't conjugate verbs, right? Black men have really advanced. The players are brilliant, some of them now. So for you to just be on and not be able to conjugate verbs and be, from my ear, it's disturbing. Kenny the Jet, you're a good dude, but you try to be the deep one of the bunch, and when I sit there trying to follow your points, oh my God, it's uncomfortable. Unlike my feet where it's so comfortable. And finally, Shaq, listen, you're a marvel. You're a force of nature. You're charming. You took what George Foreman did and put it on steroids, plus. And yes, I love your teeth too. But listen, the truth is, boy, your voice is so deep, I can barely follow many times, especially when you're sort of mumbling. You're constantly promoting your own products. So time might have run out and moved along, and we're gonna all survive this next iteration. I'm even looking forward to the next iteration. All right, one final NBA thing, really quick, comfortable feet. Let's talk about Hurley turning down the Lakers. Come on, if you're real, you've heard me, or if you go back and look at my other videos, I believe, and I think I first brought this up in October of 2023, but I believe LeBron is going to wind up at Philadelphia. And I won't go into my whole thing there, but what you do know is that LeBron has not stepped up right now and said, oh, of course, I'm back with the Lakers. No! Why hasn't he done it? Because he doesn't know. It's a completely in flux. So here you have Hurley, who's just he's a god at UConn. He's at his family is in Jersey City, and you're gonna bring him into a mess, a nightmare, where LeBron's gone. AD, we know from even back in his New Orleans days, he can't carry. The rest of the roster is in complete flux. They didn't offer him a king's ransom. They offered him a lot of dough, but not a king's ransom. He was smart. He's got plenty of options. Plenty. But he's going to go back, try to three-peat at UConn. He's making tons of money. If it made the Lakers look bad, they should have looked bad because they're not in a great place. All right. The Supreme Court is just non-stop mired in scandal and corruption. And what caught my eye yesterday, but we'll discuss it a little bit today, is the basketball referee, who's caught up in the gambling scandal. First of all, NBA, all you leagues, you've embraced gambling. It is a dirty, dirty activity. I got it. But you promote it nonstop. It is on TV. It is on your own programs nonstop. Gamble, 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 gamble. And then when someone is involved, right? Ha! You're involved again. We'll throw you out. You're going to be... But why do I even bring it up? Because I like to use sports as a metaphor. Well, how about Supreme Court justices who are tied directly to insurrections and still there? We've got problems. These people, there's gonna come a reckoning. There has to come a reckoning with the United States of America. Liberty and justice for all. It's our greatest export. It's what we're all about. Don't be stupid. This election is, all the other stuff is to tie people in knots. I talked about it. This election is about truth and justice and judicial fraud and rigging everything overtly. It's so bad that when you get in and you're gonna vote, you don't even have to, right now, worry about the names. You have to go Democrat, 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 and call it a day right now, because the Republican, it's a party of overt corruption. Feet are comfortable, heart is heavy. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Stay cool, peace and love, thumbs up or feet up. Thank you.